G'day tribe, how are you all? I hope you're doing well and now you're not locked up. I want to show you something. I want to know whether you understand what it is and what it does. This goes together at the back like that. Anyone know what it is? I bet somebody does, because that's a Scout's woggle. What does a woggle do? Well, the Scouts have all got scarves. I wish I had my old one, but this will do for the show. And it has a triangle piece at the back. You put it around your neck. You put the ends through the woggle, and then you pull it up tight around your throat. So it had a job to do, but it also meant that you had something and you were prepared for the worst, because that scarf would always be used as a triangular bandage, so that if you needed to do some first aid, you had something like that. I want to show you a picture of some Scouts outside the old church hall here at St Paul's. This was taken in 1970, and these boys have all got their woggles, their scarves are holding the woggles are holding the scarves, and they're ready to go on a camp. You can see they've got camping equipment underneath them, and you can see there are some camping equipment behind them. But Terry Lamb, who was the patrol leader, was carrying a little package there. You know what that was? That was the Magpie Patrol first aid kit. How do I know he was the patrol leader? Have a look at his top pocket. It's got two straight white stripes on it. So he was the patrol leader, and he was going to make sure he looked after his patrol. So we're prepared, which is the motto of all Boy Scouts. And it's also the theme for today. I ended up as the Scoutmaster at St Paul's, Canterbury, 17th Camberwell Scout Troop, but I started as a cub, and here's my certificate. Now, I'd like you to note the date there, and over on the other side, if you can see it, underneath the Kayla is the name of the man who designed this certificate. The date is significant because it's the 15th of the 8th, 1945. Anyone know what that was? It was VJ Day, and that meant it was the day that Japan surrendered in the Second World War, and that was the end of the Second World War. That's when it stopped. So I started as a cub on that day. But the name on the other side is of Sir Darrell Lindsay. And Sir Darrell Lindsay happened to be the brother of a very famous artist, and he was an artist in his own right, but he was the brother of Norman Lindsay. He also happened to be married to Joan Lindsay, and some of you might remember that she wrote that wonderful book, Picnic at Hanging Rock. He was knighted because of his work for when he was the director of the National Gallery in Victoria. So there's one for the history books and one for the artistic buffs. Being prepared, what does that mean? Well, I'm prepared for eventualities, but Jesus was trying to tell people to be prepared for the coming of the kingdom of God. Now that's a pretty lofty aim, but he broke it down in his parables to lots of little things that people could do in their normal life. And so he was able to make it easy, or smaller steps for everybody. Same today. You want to lose weight? You take a diet. You want to run fast? You train hard. If you want to bring the kingdom of God into place, then there are little steps that you can take to make sure on earth you're doing well for others. Those Boy Scouts were going on a camp, They weren't thinking of grand, lofty ideals, but they knew that if they were going to make the camp work, they had to help others. So if you treat life like going on a camp, then you'll know that you too